Hey everyone, welcome back to Inara and this is Ashna. Today's video is going to be about something that we all can relate to during this quarantine time. Many of us are working from home, and whether you like it or not, when you're just comfortably sitting in your pajamas all day, nicely in front of your computer and working, your boss pings you and she or he wants to do a video conference. You're like, damn it, you're wearing that, like a messy bun over your head, and definitely no makeup. For all those instances when you are suddenly asked to sit in front of an unprecedented Zoom call, don't worry, I've got three amazing makeup looks for you that you can easily pull off just before any Zoom call. I have categorized these looks into three different types, and we'll get into that in a minute. So stay tuned, and if you enjoy watching this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe so that you can see more videos like this from my side. For all the three looks that are going to come up in a minute, I will be changing only my eyes and my lips, and my face is gonna remain the same. I haven't gone overboard with anything on my face, although it is a full makeup. I have kept everything pretty light and airy, and there's a little bit of foundation. Like I used a stick foundation from Sugar, and guys, you really have to try this. For all the three looks that I'm gonna do today, I am gonna use this Sophx palette from Revolution. The first look for the day, I like to call it the Simpleton. Now this look is designed for people who normally don't go heavy on their eyes, who always like to maintain that sweet summer glow, who just like to keep their face a little flushed and really pink and airy. Now for the crease, I am gonna go into a bright pink, this color over here. Just to intensify the crease a little bit more, we are gonna go in with kind of like a burgundy color, which is this one over here. Okay, now it's time to go over the lid, and for that I am gonna use kind of like a neutral base tone, but not something too light. So it would be this color over here. Okay, so now that the base is set, we are gonna add some shimmer to it. I am gonna go in with this shimmery shade over here. It's kind of like a very goldenish brown, or more like a light bronze. Now, the best part about doing your makeup to sit in front of a webcam is that even if you go a little overboard with it, it's not gonna be too visible on the screen. And also, if you're not really perfect with your lines or blending, again, it won't be that visible. So just knock yourself out. I'm gonna line the eyes with a darker shade from the palette. So I'm gonna use this dark brown over here to line my upper and lower lash line. You can totally stop at this stage, but like I never do, I'd like to go in and intensify it a little bit more with some black. So we're done with the eye. We are gonna do the lips now. The Amaze lipstick from L'Oreal Paris, and how I like to apply it is just to take a little bit on your finger and just go over it so that you can still keep the lips really light. So that is Simpleton for you. So the next look that we are gonna do is called the Boss Babe. much as I love a very simple, natural look, I just can't help but adore a boss woman. Like, how cool is that? Have you noticed when a boss lady just walks into the room in her high heels and her red lipstick and her head held high? There's just so much of energy and enthusiasm that she just brings with herself and just spreads to everyone in the room. So I wanted to bring that much energy into my makeup when I designed this Boss Babe makeup. So I hope I did justice to it and you guys be the judge. So let's get into it and see how the Boss Babe comes around. We are gonna go into the crease, and for that I am gonna use a very base color this time, nothing too pink or too purple. We're gonna start with light and then we'll build it up until there, just like how a boss should do. So we're gonna go into this light shade over here. I'm gonna go into like a brown, which is this color over here, and just intensify the crease a bit more. And then just to bring in a slight pop of color, we are gonna go into some pink, more like a magenta over here, and just darken the crease once more. Now we move on to the lid. So first I want to really set the base and make it really light, for which I'm gonna go into this white color over here. Now we move on to like a very mild golden color. It's more like a peachy gold, and that is the reason why we prepped the lid with some white eyeshadow. So the color that I'm gonna go into is this one over here. Now you could stop it over here, but if you feel like it, if you feel like you want a bit more color, then you can go with a little bit of pink. Now for the bottom lash line, first we need to go over it with the same color that we used over the lid and the crease. So add in a pop of that pink and then we go over it with some brown. It's time to go and bring in that wing. So this is the one from Sugar Cosmetics again, and it's called I Want You So double matte eyeliner, and it's in the shade number 1 Black Swan. So it's a really good eyeliner because it's liquid first of all, but unlike the usual ones where the tip is really flexible like a brush, this one is kind of firm. So it's not a brush essentially, but it gives you like a firm base, like a firm hold onto the eyeliner. So if you're a beginner at this and if you'd like to practice more with winged eyeliners, and if you also want to try with liquid eyeliners, this would be a really good step to start. Time for the lips, we are gonna go full red on it this time. So there is the Boss Babe that I promised you guys. Now for the last and final look of this video, I have named it the Corporate Goth. In certain countries like India and say in places like the UAE, I have noticed that women tend to use their kajal a lot more, especially while lining their upper and lower lash line. So I thought, why not bring it into my video? that's why we are gonna go ahead and see how the corporate goth look comes around. So it's not gonna be like the other two where the eyeshadow is gonna be really nice and neutral. No, we are talking goth. And although we cannot go full goth because definitely it's a workplace thing, we are gonna go semi-goth. First, we are gonna go over the crease with a very light color. That would be this color over here. To intensify this crease color, define it a little bit more, for which we are gonna go into this light brown over here. We're going to be using a few dark colors, and we will be focusing all of those on the outer half of our eye, so that it's gonna make the eye look a bit elongated and at the same time give it that intense depth. We are gonna take a flat brush and go on to the outer half. We're gonna start building on that with a dark brown color. We're gonna do the same thing, but we are gonna add a little layer of black over that brown. So I'm gonna use this black over here, the shade. We need like to lighten the inner corners a bit more just to differentiate it nicely. So I'm gonna go into this dull gold over here and go into the inner corner of the eye. Now I'm gonna go over this with a bit more darker gold just to intensify it a bit more. This is the dark gold I talked about. Now we are gonna just line the lower lash line with a dark brown. Alright, so next what we're gonna do is take any kajal, okay, any kohl eye pencil, and we are gonna just go and line the outer lash line only until the midpoint. So we start from over here and only come until over here. We don't go over the entire eye. Like I said, this is semi-gothic, so what it's gonna do is it's gonna help intensify this black on the outer corner, plus it's gonna create the illusion that your eyes are going upwards, like you have that upward slanting kind of an eye. We take the same kajal pencil and we are gonna line the lower and upper waterline. So I know it looks a bit intense right now, so in order to reduce that intensity, you can take a flat brush and go over this line with a very light color. So I'm going to use the same color that we used for the crease. A goth look is not really complete without a dark lipstick. I'm going to use Eye Play from Loreal Paris. So here is the semi-gothic corporate goth look. If you feel like the lipstick is a bit too much for office use, you can definitely go in with a lighter color and make it a nude lipstick, but then it won't essentially be the corporate gothic look that we are aiming at. But the choice is always yours. For today's video, I have created 3 different looks: the simpleton, the boss babe, and the corporate gothic look, which you are looking at right now. So 3 different looks for your work from home Zoom call meetings. Every time you have to present something and just to look that confident and at ease. I hope these looks really help you for that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to see more videos like this from me, then please let me know in the comment section below, or you can always DM me. I am on Instagram in the name of Inara by Ashna. I do have more interesting videos like this in store for you guys. So stay tuned, and until we see each other next time, Salute, take care, and bye bye.